Good evening. It is now 6:02, and I'll call the November 12th meeting of the Board of Selectmen to order. Please join me in saluting the flag. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. First order of business is approval of the minutes from November 5th. I'll entertain a motion to approve as written.
Motion made.
I will second. All in favor?
Aye.
Approval of the warrants. I'll entertain a motion to approve payroll warrant number 10 for $331,572.08. School warrant number 1022 for $81,110.78. And general fund warrant number 1023 for $245,151.20.
Motion to approve.
I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
All right. We have a tax classification hearing set for 6:15. The Board of Assessors will be in for that. In the meantime, we have the report from the Police Department for August and September. Read that.
The monthly report for August 2019, Lieutenant Ryan Daly met with representatives of North Brookfield Congregational Church. They requested this department's presence at their upcoming safety committee meeting. They indicated that they have put in place safety procedures for an active shooter event. They wanted to discuss the particular safety measures they put into place. They wanted to know what their actions were going to be and to know what responding law enforcement would want and accept of them as well. The new cameras were installed at the police facility. Along with the installation of the new cameras, the installation company rearranged a couple of the existing cameras, providing us with coverage of the complete back of the building, all parking areas, and the front entrance to the facility. I would like to thank the Select Board as well as Finance Committee for the support of this project. Prior to the installation of the new cameras, there was very limited camera coverage, potentially leaving the town's employees and assets compromised. Lieutenant Ryan Daly and Officer Jeffrey Martin attended Drone Pilot FAA Certification Test Prep Seminar that was held at the Roger Williams University Justice System Training and Research Institute. This was a 2-day training seminar designed to assist them with the Drone Pilot FAA certification. Both Lieutenant Daly and Officer Martin are in the process of having the department licensed and registered properly for the use of the drone. They also continue to train with the drone and have conducted night training as well. I attended the safety meeting at the high school with superintendent, the principals of the elementary and middle high schools. There was numerous other school officials attending this meeting. The meeting was a refresher of protocols for certain emergencies that could occur at the schools. The following incidents were logged for August 2019. 41 incidents, 17 arrests, summons, and custody, 15 civil citations, 0 parking tickets, 2 protection orders, 8 accidents, 30 LTC FIDs processed. Respectfully, Mark Smith, Chief of Police.
I'll entertain a motion to accept the August report from the police chief.
Motion made.
I will second. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
The September report, Lieutenant Ryan Daly attended his annual SWAT training held in New Jersey. This training was a week-long, and Lieutenant Daly served as an instructor for firearms training as well. Sergeant David Churchy, Officer Chris Vadones, and Officer Rich Karen attended Generation Issue training. This training was to give practical advice on understanding how to recruit, retain, and engage each generation to maximize the effectiveness of your current and future officers. Lieutenant Ryan Daly and I attended the Intentional Leadership Training course. Chief Dean Crisp, retired, instructed this course. Chief Crisp travels the world instructing on the topic of management and leadership. This training consisted of understanding how to identify the critical components of a leader in yourself and others, knowing how to recognize the maturity level of officers, understand how mindset affects leadership, create your why of leadership, develop your list of non-negotiables as a leader, understand how to develop leadership synergy, and understand that partnerships with your people begin with the relationships you build. Officer Jeff Martin responded to a call for services that involved a runaway juvenile. Officers Rich Karen and Michael Splain responded to a call for a missing youth. The juvenile was supposed to be in the location of the North Brookfield schools. Officer Martin deployed the department's drone over the area at approximately 11 p.m. Using the drone's FLIR, the thermal imaging camera, Officer Martin was able to identify what appeared to be a person in the thick brush swamp area behind the school. He was able to direct Officer Karen to the location of what he believed was the runaway female, and Officer Karen was able to locate her safely and return her to her residence. Following incidents were logged for September of 2019, 39 incidents, 8 arrests, summonses custody, 11 civil citations, 1 parking ticket, 2 protection orders, 8 accidents, and 13 LTC FIDs were processed. Respectfully, Chief Smith. I'll entertain a motion to accept the September report.
Motion made.
And I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
And we have the fire department reports from April through October. And it's just a list of a number of things that they responded to.
They were busy.
They were. So, let's see. April, 17 incidents in April. 11 different types of incidents. In May, they responded to 15 separate incidents in 11 different types: carbon monoxide detector activations, smoke, medical assists. June, 18 incidents, gas leaks, medical assists, smoke detectors. In July, 31 incidents in July. Unauthorized burning, CO detection, activation. It looks like they classified that 2 different ways: carbon monoxide detector activation, no CO, and carbon detector activation due to a malfunction. They classify these in a number of different ways. Let's see, August, 15 incidents. September, 13 incidents. In October, 22 incidents. And those are just the incidents they respond to. They do a lot of functions for the town that aren't taken into account in their report. Like for Halloween, they were up on the common. They put up and take down the flags. I think they decorated the Christmas tree with all the lights, so
Yep.
They do quite a bit. So I'll entertain a motion to accept their reports from April through October.
Motion made.
And I will second. All in favor?
Aye.
Let's see. 4 minutes. Do I have to stick to this? Is this a posted hearing, or is this just, okay. So, public comments. Anybody got anything?
Maybe Sheila knows the combination in the safe.
Ah,
No? What safe?
in the old townhouse, there was a safe in a back room off underneath the stair. Is that where it was?
Under the
Underneath?
stairs.
Under the stairs.
It's locked, the town clerk has the key.
Oh, she has a
You
key?
should have the key.
It's a combination though.
Nobody turned the combination, I hope. Try to open it.
Not that I know
There's records, the town clerk's records are in there.
Oh,
There's still records there. Yeah,
Alright.
and, you know, it was in the, there's a big metal key, and that was in the desk, the back desk, so when I go back, I'll make sure Tara knows where it is.
All right, and we'll have to get a locksmith maybe, now that somebody's,
If they've been playing with it, I hope not.
Do we have any other, there were 3 safes over there, do we have any of the combinations?
There's another safe, was it in the basement? There was, who gave us that,
There were 2 upstairs, in the main
Yeah.
floor, and then this one was underneath the stairs, the main,
that's the town clerk's.
yeah. all right.
Yeah.
The other 2 were for the tax collector, and I don't know who the other
Yeah.
one's for.
yeah, because one's in that front room that's just big open space.
I think that was the tax collectors.
But
I
the-
don't know what the other one is.
Anybody write the combination down in their, Little-
Not me.
That was lost in 1887.
be nice.
Donna used that, she used that, right up until when she moved into the, you know, well, we moved 3 times, so, maybe she would know the
I
combination.
wonder if we should ask her and,
Sure.
Yeah,
yeah.
we'll do that. I don't have any agenda announcements. Any announcements? Anything coming up we should let everybody know about?
Lights are in the tree, I'm working on getting some electrics over there with time clocks to light the Christmas lights. I've ordered stuff through my supplier, so I'll be doing that
Okay,
probably next week when the stuff comes in, so that we can light the tree
Turn 'em on.
before Christmas.
yeah, because there's a parade that they do at Christmas time, or right before when they light the tree. I don't know if we have a date for that yet.
I wanna set it up with time clocks so that it'll come on. We can set it up for night, and then maybe early in the morning as people are leaving town. So it's not on all night,
Right,
the time clock will do it like, you know, 5 to 7 in the morning or something, and then whatever at night, whatever we decide, so. We'll set that up.
Oh, there's a grant allocation for the Council on Aging that they want us to sign. Chair, Board of Selectmen. So. Grant formula allocation budget, Executive Office of Elder Affairs. We'll entertain a motion to authorize us to sign for the Council of Aging.
Motion made.
I'll second, all in favor?
Aye.
It's 12. And then there was one more document that she said we need to sign. Oh, document for the Cider Mill Road Bridge from Mass DOT. Fuss and O'Neill, the engineering stuff. So I'll entertain a motion to sign the Mass DOT Cider Mill Road Bridge.
What is that, a grant that we're getting for that?
Yeah,
Or
that's a
reimbursement?
state,
Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
state aid money,
Yeah.
chapter 90 or something like that.
Okay, motion made.
I'll second, all in favor?
Aye.
Municipal highway official. This is one. Okay, so now after 6:15, and we have a tax classification hearing.
just prepare just a document so that you can look at the values. And this is something we have to do every single year. The selectmen have to have this hearing. And as you can see by that document, most of our values are in residential, 400,684,846. And so that's a 90.0482% is our residential. and then the rest is commercial, industrial, then we have some personal property. And I also included at the very bottom, you go right to the right, the figure that is our exempt property. And it did go down a little bit because we sold some properties this year. So that was good, we made money. But I do ask that we adjourn this hearing until next Tuesday night, and we can do that. We have checked with the Department of Revenue. Next Tuesday night, November 19th, but I still wanted to come and talk about the values and everything if anybody had any questions. Because we're still looking at some of the forms. We have new people working on these forms, and we just want to make sure everything's all done before we submit our tax rate.
Okay.
So if we can ask that we adjourn the hearing until next Tuesday night, November 19th, at 6:15 again.
I just had a couple of questions for
Sure.
you. What kind of things are personal property?
Well,
tax
personal
based?
property would be any business that has any equipment, not Quabog Rubber, because they're manufacturing, but it would be like nail salon, it would be hairdressers, it would be property at the lake. Some properties are owned by people that don't live there. They live out of town, so they're assessed a value for their personal property and inside the house.
Oh, okay. And then exempt parcels, what are those?
Oh, that would be the schools, that would be
Okay.
all this building.
Municipal
The
stuff?
town, yeah, anything municipal or anything that we acquired through tax title. That, of course, we sold some of those this year.
Yeah, so it
That's
comes
why
off.
the value last year was a little bit higher than this
Yeah.
year. But we got them off the books.
Yeah, oh, so that's the value, but that's not the tax itself. So now
Oh,
it's
no,
it's
that's the
back in its,
value.
it's back in its tax.
Right, oh
So
yeah,
we're
they're
not
back.
receiving-
Oh, and they're in the tax rolls
Excellent.
now. Yep, definitely.
Any questions before we?
No? Do we have any more coming up for sale?
I
Tax?
don't know, that would be Ann, that's the
Okay.
treasurer that does that. I think whatever she could sell this last time, she did.
Yeah,
I don't know, see, it takes a long time to take a property. It's just going to tax title means you're behind on your taxes.
right.
Then of course, it goes on and on and on. Some of the one down on Hillsville, I think that went on for 8-10 years.
Yeah,
I mean, it
it's
went
gotta go to
over.
land court, and the land
Yeah.
court has
That's
to
They have to
redo a
determine
deed,
all of it.
yeah.
And very seldom you see that happen if a property has any, a mortgage on it. It's mostly properties that, people have just let go,
Mhm.
so. So if that's okay, we can just adjourn till next Tuesday night until 6:15 again at the town offices. You'll be there next week.
Yep.
Okay.
So I'll entertain a motion to adjourn till next week at 6:15.
Motion made.
All right, second, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Anything else? Anybody got any comments, open comment period? Issues, complaints?
Are you guys gonna go to the conservation?
Yes, 7:30, rail trail hearing in front of the Conservation Commission. Will be there to do the exemption for all the environmental stuff abutting.
Will that include East Brookfield?
No, just North Brookfield.
So where do we stand on East Brookfield?
We have an expert. We hired an expert who was a former DEP person who said that she wanted to come in front of North Brookfield and do that first, get that squared away, then we'd approach East Brookfield about it. Because there was a lot to flag and to identify and to tell them what our plan was gonna be. So tonight is a hearing to determine that we're exempt, but we're going to do some things to protect some areas. And then once we get that, we'll go in front of East Brookfield on the same thing. But that'll be all in place, so by the springtime, everything will be in place, and we'll be ready to do the whole thing.
My chainsaw is sharpened.
Yeah,
Ready
ready.
to roll.
I think we all have the same idea.
Yeah, yep, that'll be all straightened out and ready for the,
I hope so,
for
yeah.
the spring.
Good, thank you.
You got anything, John?
I don't think so. I think we're good. Highway's getting ready for the snow. I've been over there. Most of the trucks are in good shape. I didn't notice them clearing brush or shrubbery from sidewalks yet, so I'm gonna have to ask them.
Looks like they
what's
did on
going on.
Grove Street, no?
I don't know if Highway did it or if the others did it, but they do have a list of, I guess, encroachments or violations on the sidewalks and roads that need to be addressed, so that they can keep the public safe and clear the sidewalks and roads with the plows and the big snow blower that we have. People are complaining about not being able to walk on the sidewalk, but
Yeah,
the bushes are taking over the sidewalk, so we had sent letters out to the violators, and I'm gonna have Highway this week. I'll talk with them and see what was done or what has to be done. So,
it just looked to me like Grove Street was done, that one section there where the arborvitae's, whoever were.
they might have, I haven't been down that way in the daytime, so.
Anyway, if you see them, tell them, thank you for doing the work on the Bradshaw Street lot. They've been cleaning that up.
Oh, yep, they cleaned up Bradshaw pretty good. Yep.
There's just a few pieces of metal. I don't know about those concrete pipes. I don't know if they can do something.
It'll all go away eventually. They got the dirt out of there.
Yeah,
first.
It looks like they got a lot of the metal out. There's just a little bit
Yep.
left.
It's going to scrap, so.
Maybe at some point we can do something with that, like plant grass or something, make it nice. You know, because it is kind of a, you know, entrance to school and then a neighborhood,
Yep.
you know, little area.
It's always been a staging area for, you know, road sweepings and whatnot and everything, so it'd be nice to keep it clean if we can.
Yeah, I think we told them to keep it clean, right?
We did.
Not to use that anymore to
Yep.
store that stuff.
So
Anyway. I
we'll
saw-
keep an eye on it.
Notice they've been making progress, so.
Yeah. I know I've talked to the neighbor there several times. She complained that's how we got things rolling there. Mrs. Parker asked me to get it going, so and Highway's been really good with it, so. Yep. We'll keep an eye on it.
Good. Anything else? All good?
Yep, good.
There's nothing further. I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn made.
And I will second. Have a good night, everybody.
Yeah.